We are so excited to have the one and only Rachael Ray here live in the studio with us this morning. You have seen her cook.
Yay!
Well, we've seen you cook countless meals on Food Network and on your talk show as well. And now she's out with her 27th book on personal essays and recipes called This Must Be the Place. Rachael, welcome back to GMA. Now the applause, everybody. Yeah, now the applause. Now, you wrote this book last year while you were living at your house upstate during the pandemic. Why did you pick the title, This Must Be the Place?
It's from one of my favorite songs called Home, and the book is about what home means to each of us. Once we went home and had to start filming from there, we lost our privacy as a small family, my husband, myself, and at the time, Isabu. Then we lost Isabu, our beloved dog, for over 15 years. And that was a whole process. And then we lost our home of 15 years. It burned completely down and into the ground. And we had to reevaluate, everything in our lives. John and I now, all this time later, have made over 200 shows, just the two of us. We have Bella Boo, a new dog. We moved into our guest house. And what we really found was gratitude and a different definition and mindset of what it is to be at home. Do you have life, a livelihood, any roof over your head? And, look at what you have, not what you don't have. And that is where home is, if you have people that care. And that was part of the process too, just sharing back with people that we got so many letters and so much love and became more intimate with the viewing audience too, that it was a beautiful kind of circle of life sort of a vibe. And I wanted to write about that. It's the only time in my 53 years that the entire planet has lived through the same thing at the same time. And all of us experienced it in different ways, but we went through all these different emotions and all of these different life cycles in such a short time. Plus, I wanted to catalog the work. There's only 125 recipes in that book, but I turned in more than 300 in a year. So that's really what it is. It's a catalog of that. And a very positive book, actually. It sounds really a downer, the dog died in the house burn. But it's really about a celebration of life.
Well, thank you for opening your home to us. It was very comforting this past year to see you and John and how he was scurrying
You've
about.
been in our home, talking about all of your projects in our and we feel like we're visiting, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But tell people where you are in the rebuilding process.
Well, the house upstate is done. I can't believe in a little over a year. The house burned on August 9th, and by September of this year, the structure's there. We still got to put stuff in it, but we're hoping in the next couple of weeks that we can show everybody, that we've come back. It won't be the same. It never will. The things that you lose, like when I finally figured out I lost my home, it was 3 o'clock in the morning days later when I realized I lost all of my mom's letters to me. And she has very bad macular degeneration, and it's very hard for her to write anything now. And when I realized I had lost that's when I got really upset. I was problem solving until then, the first few days. And then it hits you. For John, it happened on his birthday, which was 10 days after our house burned down. He just got overwhelmed, It's so weird, the way your mind tries to protect you and build up little walls and stuff. But it was a really beautiful thing to be working from home because so many people reached out to us and we felt that love and concern, and that's another reason I really wanted to put it, on paper.
It turned out to be a beautiful thing, but I read that you dreaded it as well. Is it because of that loss of privacy?
Well, just getting inside the front door and realizing in order for us to finish what is now over a season ago, like it's 200 shows ago, meant that we were going to lose the last bit of privacy we had. Like, I'm obviously unscripted and a kind of a kooky show, but we always had our quiet, private time at home. And when we realized, well, we can't finish the show unless we do it from here. And John is not a crew or camera person of any kind. So there was a giant learning curve there. So not only were we losing like the last bit of our private life, but there were hurdles, let's say, to people doing over 200 episodes by themselves in the woods.
But I gotta say, we're glad you let us in. The one thing, and I've been on your show multiple times, and I gotta say, the one thing that upset me about not being able to go to your studio, has the best greenwood food you will ever have, and it's gourmet. And when you come in to explain exactly what you're eating, I'm like, really?
That's the worst thing about being back in the studio. They won't let us feed anybody because of the restrictions still.
It upsets me too, because I'm walking, so here's a bag of chips and some bubble gum. Not at your studio. So, Rachel, we appreciate you.
You're a dear.
It is so wonderful to see your three beautiful faces.
Congratulations on book number 27.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Rachel's new book, This Must Be the Place, comes out November 9th. And you can see new episodes of Rachael Ray's Italian Dream Home streaming every Tuesday on Facebook Watch. Make sure you check that out.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.